Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode I'm going to share with you the trick that I use to max out my battle pass in as little as 1 to 2 days. So let's get right into it. Alright, here we are within the codex menu. And if we click here on this chest, this is where we'll be looking at the information. You'll notice this is at 0. So today is Monday, everything is reset, which it normally does every Monday at 3 a.m. Everything resets, this goes back to 0, and now we have a new 2,400 Battle Pass points that we'll need to accumulate, typically over the next 7 days. Now, the good thing about this video is this is a good example. There's only 2 days left for this season. So that means I have to quickly try to accumulate these points as fast as I can within the next 2 days, because if I don't, then I'll lose out on the potential rewards and the XP that I could potentially get from down here. That's what this meter means. This refers to your experience, which is up here. That's in this menu here. The reason why that's green is because I'm under the server Paragon level. It's currently at 330. I'm at 329. So that means right now the rate of rewards I will get is at 110%. So what that means is once I turn in all these points here that I've saved up over the previous week, that'll max this out. And I'm hoping that it should at least get me to at least Paragon level 333, but that's not really so important. And what is important is that we claim all these rewards. So how this works is, once this is full, you will continue to accumulate rewards up until a certain point. What you don't want to do is, once you get the warning sign alerting you that it's full, and once you can see that you no longer accumulate points, do not click these, because if you click these, it will show the animation of these little battle pass points going up into here, but this meter will not increase. What will increase this is if you do open world farming, or if you continue to do the quests when they're available. Because here on these daily quests, there is no cap on those. Normally you will notice that it will say up in here, the next quests are available within a certain time. But the reason why this is missing now is because this is coincidental with this here, because this will end in exactly 2 days and 11 hours. But I will easily get another 40 points, because once I claim all these saved up points here, that's going to max out this bar. I'll reach 330, which will put me right at the server Paragon level. This will now turn yellow, and then my rate of XP will go down a little bit, but that's okay, because we still have 2 days to get this done. So what I've done is I've created a little cheat sheet, and we'll go over that in just a moment. What it does is it will show you the mathematical breakdown of this particular strategy that I'll share with you right now. So just a quick note, we all know that there is 2 options for the Battle Pass. And it's quite common that for players to ask me what is the best option to buy in the game should they choose to spend money. My answer will always be, at the bare minimum, always try to purchase the Battle Pass, whether it's the cheaper version or the Collector's Empowered Battle Pass. I personally buy this one because I like to receive the extra items here that you can see. Or you can go with this one here. It's really up to you, whatever your preference is, or whatever you can financially afford. But at the bare minimum, at least get this one here. because you definitely want to get this, because this will help you out a lot. And the reason being is because in this menu here, as you can see here, this badge up here where it says free, if you do not buy the purchased one down here, that means you will get all these items up here for free, but you won't get any boost in the game. If you purchase the Empower Battle Pass, that's the better option to go, because once you do that, you will immediately gain a 15-day boost. Alright, so again, it's simple math. If we have 40 to reach, we just simply take 40 minus 15, and that gives us 25. So that means we have now from here, from 16 up until 40, to completely max this out to get our money's worth. And that's usually easy to do within 25 days. I think the fastest I've ever maxed out the entire battle pass itself is probably about a week, maybe 7 days, give or take a few. And then anything beyond that, once you max out at 40, it tells you here, then you'll get the Gifts of Renown. Anything once you hit 40. Alright. So let's go back over, and I'm going to show you the little cheat sheet that I made for you. And let's bring it up and we'll have a look. So these values are taken directly from the game itself. The 2400 refers to the 2400 points we get weekly over the course of 7 days. If we divide that, we get 342 points that we need to accumulate per day. So the trick that I use is this, and this is option 1. The best way to do that is to do dungeon Silent Monastery runs. I recommend doing them on solo in Hell 1 difficulty. Note that you will not be able to do that in normal mode. That's not available. And the reason why I suggest doing Silent Monastery on Hell 1 in solo is because you can try to find a party with random people, but if you do, it's going to tell you this message right here. The average wait time is about 10 minutes. So my philosophy is that time is of the essence, and each second, minutes that you're waiting for someone to join is time wasted. Okay? You could have already joined the game solo and be maybe halfway through it and finished already by the time someone starts, so I don't think that's a very efficient way to run this dungeon. The next best option is you can run this on Inferno in a party of 4, as long as you have 4 people that are willing to join you for at least 30 minutes to an hour to do these dungeon runs. The best options are to do this with your warband. If you have an active warband, I recommend doing with them, because that's where you'll get the best rewards. But honestly, the best option is to just do it in solo, because my fastest time completing one run of Silent Monastery is about 1 minute and 15 seconds. That's my quickest time. I'm using a dash speed open world build, so at the bare minimum I can complete this dungeon in less than 1 minute and 30 seconds. So again, it's mathematical. If we take 1 minute 30 seconds and if we multiply that by 13 dungeons per day, that means we're only spending about 16-17 minutes per day to meet our daily quota to reach our max battle pass cap. Again, using this cheat sheet here. Alright, that's where these numbers come into play. And as you can see here, if we go with the option 1, which is the most efficient and productive option, that means we have to run 96 dungeons over the course of 7 days. Again, you still divide that, and that's where you get these numbers here. Next best option in the game will be Namari. which is the quickest dungeon in the game. However, it only gives you 20 battle points. As you can see here, if you go this option, you'll now have to do 17 dungeons per day, or a total of 120 dungeons over the course of 7 days. Now again, these are only general figures. You can do less if you want to, or you can do more. If you do less, as you can see down here, what these values represent, and I just left these here for demonstration purposes. These are what I did for the previous week. And what I do is I just use these as my own note-keeping purposes. I start off on Monday with 0 points out of 24. So for this particular day, I only did 3 dungeons. So what that means is, if we have to at least meet the minimum daily quota of 13, again, that's assuming that we're only going to be running Monastery. That means you need to make it up somewhere on the other days. So that's why you'll see here now I have 34 dungeons, because I didn't do my full 13 on this day. You can mix this up however you want to, but at the bare minimum you at least want to do 13. That would be the best preferable way to do this. What I normally do is 20 dungeons per day, so that way that gives me more free time later on in the week to do other things in the game, or maybe other things in real life, and that way I'm not so stressed out about and worrying if I'm going to max this out by Sunday 3 a.m. because there's other things that you have to do in the game. Maybe you're an Immortal, maybe you're a Shadow, you got to do contracts, bounties, things like that. It's a lot of things to do, and that could really cause a lot of stress. So this method I use here, there's really no stress on this at all once I discovered this strategy to do this. And again, you can see here, this is what I've done in the previous week. So my fastest time, maxing it out, has been about 24 hours. I reached 2,400 points starting from Monday 3 a.m. and I think I finished sometime early Tuesday, sometime in the morning, and I was finished with it. But again, that was just hardcore grinding. I don't personally recommend that, but if you have that kind of dime, more power to you. If you have the time to do it, that's great. If not, no stress. Just spread it out over the course of the following week here. Okay, so that's basically what I do. Now note that I don't have the other options in here. And what I'm referring to is if you're going to be doing Party Finder for the random dungeons. The reason being is because if we come back under the Codex menu and take a look again, you can achieve other points through this system. For example, the Bestiary. If it's boosted, you'll get 40 from this. So you have 3 to do normally. Or you can do bounties. But I don't recommend doing these because they're not very efficient. You'll see that Silent Monastery is really the only one that's the most productive and efficient to get the most amount of points in as little as time possible. The only other option from this list now with the latest updates is all the way down here at the bottom, the Abyssal Lessons. You'll get 40 of those. I don't recommend doing that because what that is referring to is these here. And to get those is not very easy because those are only obtained from over here, which is inside here, either the Abyssal Verge or the Castle Erebin, and I don't recommend doing that. You could be in there for 10-15 minutes and you may get one. As far as I know, I don't even think it's guaranteed. I don't think that's a very productive way. The most productive way is the method I'm describing to you here right now, doing Silent Monastery. Alright, because here again, like I said, if you figure on solo you can complete this dungeon in 1 minute and 30 seconds, multiplied by 13, you're looking at about 16 minutes and you're done for the day. So this is the method that I've been using for the past 6-7 months, and I find it very productive, very useful. So that's how I max out my battle pass in as little as time possible, in the most quickest way. So alright guys, well that's about it for today's video. I hope you found this information helpful in some way. Do keep an eye out. I have some other videos coming up this week, so please feel free to subscribe, and if you found this information useful, please consider giving it a like. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.